I'm Tommy Carroll for Real Rock 1039 The Bear, backstage with Metallica, and today I'm with one of my favorite bass players of all time. I first discovered Suicidal Tendencies and Infectious Grooves. Then he moved on to Black Label Society, Jerry Cantrell, Ozzy Osbourne's band, and a few others along the way, but since 2003 it's all Metallica. Welcome and hello to the baddest man in rock and the five-string bassist, Metallica bassist Robert Trujillo, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for the time, man. How you been, man? You doing all right?
I've been great. I was just hanging out with my good buddy Brian from The Sword, playing some classic Fender basses, and it was like being a kid in a candy store again, you know? Nothing like a good old school Fender 4-string. Anyway, that's why I'm gleaming with happiness right now.
Well, good. Well, first, congratulations, Robert, on Metallica's latest effort, Death Magnetic. It's a great album. It sounds like the band has really bounced back to that sound. The fans are stoked, but what are your thoughts on Death Magnetic?
I think it's great. For me, as a bass player, it's like a dream come true, just to be creatively involved in this batch of music, and to appear on an album, you know, the first one where I can actually sign it and I go, wow, I played on this. You know, feels really good. I think that the attitude of this record is awesome. You know, the performance and the playing, to me at least, it feels very alive, and that's one of the things that Rick Rubin wanted us to convey through these songs is life and stuff that we could actually really perform, actually play. It's like on St. Anger, we only ended up playing like 1 or 2 songs consistently, and now they're not even on the radar. No disrespect to that body of music, but Death Magnetic, it's like we want to play all the songs, you know, and it's a great thing to have, to be able to do.
Well, I've listened to the album about 3 times today, and it's definitely all worth playing, so that was our ride up. But now you touched on some things about St. Anger. You're on the DVD, but this is really your first recording contribution to Metallica. Right. That being said, how much influence in the writing and arrangements did you have in the writing this time?
Well, in a band like Metallica, for me, it was important to absorb the process, to see how this band works, how this band creates. Obviously, I've been in a lot of situations as a writer. I've been in situations as a main writer. But to be in a band like Metallica, you really got to you're humbled in a way. Because in a lot of ways, it's like going to the best school of songwriting and arranging in rock that you could ever imagine. The detail that, you know, Hetfield brings to the table is next level. I mean, for every lyric, he's got like 3 backup lyrics just in case that one doesn't work out. He's definitely a man of detail, right down to the font, you know, of the lettering of the lyrics, and you know, everything's very organized. And obviously, Lars is a master of arranging as well. It's great to have Kirk throwing those leads down again. But what I can say is for me as a contributor, there's just so much life in the process. At one point I was taking, we had downtime for about a year, and I was taking flamenco guitar, studying it. And some of the stuff that I'd learned from that, the guys were excited about, and fused into songs like Day That Never Comes, or All Nightmare Long, you know, stuff like that, just to give you an idea of the enthusiasm and what they welcome into the creative process. It's like they wanted me to be a part of it, which is great, because I know in past years sometimes they would shut the door on that, and you wouldn't see Lars and James for 6 months, and they'd be like, okay, we're ready for you, you know. So that wasn't the case in this at all. I mean, I was there every day, oftentimes the mediator. Kirk was in Hawaii a lot with his wife. They were having babies, you know, as I was, not in Hawaii, but in California. You know, I had a couple kids. It's like,
congratulations.
Join Metallica, get married, and have children. That's what happens. It's a blessing.
Well, congratulations on the nominations Death Magnetic has received for this year's Grammys. Now, will Metallica attend the Grammys, and will this be your first Grammy experience?
Well, no, I've been nominated in other situations, but this is very special because it's 4 Grammys, which I've never had, you know, the honor of being nominated 4 times. But it's more than anything, I think it's just a good, fun night out for my wife and I to hook up with friends and it's not about winning or losing or anything
Right.
like that. We're just going to go out and have fun. I don't know if we're all going or who's going or what's happening. You know, we all have different lives, and that's one of the funny things about Metallica is we're all very different individuals. But when we come together with the music, it's like, you know, we're a team, we're brothers, but we definitely have different lifestyles.
Absolutely. Now, Robert, you've been in Metallica for about 6 years now. You and the band are heading to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in April. Can you share how you were informed on the induction, your reaction, as well as maybe the reaction of the other members who's been there the entire 25 years?
I mean, all across the board. I mean, everyone involved, everyone that's been a part of the history of Metallica, including Jason, of course, right down to, you know, sound people, guitar techs, management. It's a tight-knit family, and everybody feels a part of this wonderful moment. And it's going to be a great night, a big night for the Metallica family. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing old friends and newer friends, and it's just an experience that we're all going to share together. It's like welcoming the new and celebrating the new, but also big time celebrating the past. And you know, even back obviously to Cliff Burton and his family, the whole nine. I mean, it's just going to be a night for us to remember forever. So it'll be special, and we're very excited.
Now, I saw the track listing for Guitar Hero Metallica. It's incredible. Now, how much, if any, did Metallica have any kind of say in the making of the game? Did you guys do any voice work, or were you even consulted, or did somebody else take care of this? I mean, it's got to be cool also to be immortalized in a video game that your kids will be able to play. But how did that process come about?
I mean, it's a long process, and of course we were involved. I mean, Metallica's always involved. There's no getting around that. A lot of meetings creatively. You know, obviously working out the songs, choosing bands to be a part of, you know, the game as well. You know, you get to pick your favorite bands that have had some sort of involvement, you know, in the past, you know, maybe the lineage or the, I don't know, just bands that we look up to, bands that have toured with Metallica over the years. Even Suicidal Tendencies, you know, has a song in there. So you know, Machine Head, it's a lot of fun. More than anything, it's fun. And you know, I'm terrible at Guitar Hero. I mean, my son, he's 4 years old and he's better than me. And I don't even get to play my instrument or the drums. He gives me the mic and says, you know, it's like, sing Paranoid. So I'm singing Paranoid all the time, or some Foo Fighters song. Anyway, it's again, it's fun, exciting for us. You know, different people have different point of views of the whole kind of Guitar Hero gaming thing, and I think it's a great thing because I believe that it's opened the doors to rock in heavy metal. It's educated young people again and got them fired up, and maybe inspired them to go buy, you know, a guitar or a drum kit and to actually learn to play, you know, and I think that's the whole point.
Any gamers in Metallica?
Not really. I would have to, I'd have to say Lars probably plays more than any of us. His boys are really into it, so I often hear about his